Trump's new tariffs are changing everything. Here's how they could cost you and your wallet. Every day, Americans rely on imports: Mexican fruit, Chinese electronics, Canadian lumber. But with tariffs now hitting key goods, prices are set to rise across the board. A 25% tariff now hits most goods from Canada and Mexico, including food, cars, and essential materials. Even Canadian energy exports face a 10% tariff, raising concerns about fuel prices. Meanwhile, tariffs on Chinese imports have doubled from 10% to 20%, prompting retaliation on U.S. agricultural goods like soybeans, pork, and beef. Despite claims that foreign countries will bear the cost, the reality is different. A report from the Tax Foundation estimates that these tariffs will cost the average U.S. household an extra $1,072 per year. From groceries to gas, Americans will feel the squeeze. Chinese tariffs will hit over $450 billion in imports, including everyday items like phones, laptops, and gaming consoles. Even Apple, once shielded from previous tariffs, will now be affected. While some companies may try to absorb the costs, many will pass them down to consumers. The auto industry isn't spared either. 1/5 of all cars and light trucks in the US come from Canada and Mexico. With tariffs raising production costs, analysts predict vehicle prices could jump by $2,700 on average. And since many US-assembled cars use imported parts, even American-made vehicles won't escape price hikes. Energy costs could also climb. The US depends heavily on Canadian crude oil, and experts warn that tariffs may push gas prices up by 10 to 20 cents per gallon. Home buyers and renters won't be spared either. Canada supplies much of the US's softwood lumber and gypsum for drywall. With construction costs rising, home prices could follow suit. So what can consumers do? Some might try to stock up on goods before price increases hit. But experts warn that panic buying can backfire, creating artificial shortages. And simply buying American isn't a solution. Domestic producers will likely raise prices too. In the end, tariffs function as an invisible tax, making everyday life more expensive for millions of Americans. Whether it's food, fuel, or furniture, one thing is clear: these trade wars come at a cost, one that lands squarely on American wallets.